Dun, 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 dun.
Recently, I was going through my Google Docs,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what I found out? I found like an old um essay that you
Oh
wrote
my
that
god,
you
no.
sent me like last summer,
Yeah.
and I read through it recently, and I was like, damn, you have some writing skills. So, do you know like where you got your writing skills, or was it just through like the stuff we went through with Michael?
I mean, Michael was definitely like a big change for me because,
Yeah.
I think in Japanese writing, you don't really use that much metaphors, alliteration, that kind of literary techniques. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I did learn a lot, but I think most of my writing skills did come from my middle school and high school days when I participated in essay contests and things like that.
Oh, what kind of essay context?
Um, I think like at first I participated in anything that I was interested in about. So I joined like essay
Mm-hmm.
contests about like food, because I
Yeah.
like eating.
Mm-hmm.
But later
Mm-hmm.
on, like, I did a lot of stuff related to education because that's what I'm going to be studying in
Mm-hmm.
college. Yes.
Education.
hmm
Hmm. Why did you become interested in education?
Uh, I think at first, like, I think up until like the summer of my senior year, I really didn't know what I wanted to study.
Yeah.
But when I reflected on all of my activities that I did in the past, I've been doing like
Mm-hmm.
tutoring, teaching Japanese to technical
Mm-hmm.
trainees, since I was, I think, in seventh grade, and I've been like doing that stuff for I think 6 years. So I was like maybe this is a good path for me. I think.
Hmm. Interesting. No, I'm pretty interested in education myself as well, but
Oh,
I'm like leaning more towards like STEM education. And
yes, yes.
yeah, so I was doing a little bit of research for prep work, and I think I found you on the
No
internet.
way. Oh, that's so
Uh,
embarrassing. Oh my gosh.
no, it's pretty cool. It was about what's it called, the organization you belong to,
Yeah,
was the
yes, yes.
Visa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So I read one of the articles
Uh-huh.
about the Laos
Uh-huh.
um folklore.
Uh-huh.
If Did you write that on your own, or did someone else write
So
that
basically,
folklore? Yeah,
basically
yeah,
how that system works is that
yeah.
we're delivering picture books to children in Laos who live kind of on the countryside, so they don't really get a good
Mm-hmm.
English education. So we have a local faculty that lives in Laos who speaks Laos, Laotian, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kind of gathers like different folklore from like the local people, and then
Mm-hmm.
he uses Google Translate to translate into English, and then I edit it
Okay.
into like a good literally format. hmm
Oh, I see. I see. Uh, why did you start doing that? What's your motivation to start doing that?
I was so there's like a big website called Activo. Have you ever heard of it before?
Active is that like a website that has all the extracurriculars in it?
Yeah, but like mostly like NPOs and
Uh-huh.
NGOs. I don't think it has that much like internships or research opportunities. Yeah,
Uh,
it's like NPO
okay.
based, but uh
Uh-huh.
so I found the organization on the internet, and I
Uh-huh.
liked writing and I
Uh-huh.
could speak English, so I was like, why not
Uh-huh.
use my skills to something that's useful.
It started like that.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
It
okay,
wasn't
okay.
anything like, deep, like I wanted to change society.
Okay, so did you actually go to Laos and meet the children, or were you like just working in Japan? Wait, okay,
It's
wait.
confusing.
This question can no,
Yeah.
no. This question can come later. I had the question just popped
Uh-huh.
out in my head, but I can ask that later. So yeah, did you actually go to Laos and meet the children, or were you like in Japan?
So this was during COVID time when I was volunteering. So I
Oh,
couldn't even go.
sad.
That was sad. And then I went to the
Yeah.
States and, I got busy over
Okay.
there. So not yet. I hope to go
Okay.
during college though, because, the
Oh, are you
organization.
still a part of the team?
Yeah, yeah, of course, I am.
Damn, 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 damn. Oh, since when were you doing
I
this?
think like 2022. Yeah, when I was 14, I think I started. And
Uh
then
huh.
I slowly like climbed up the ladder, and now I'm like
Uh
a
huh.
project manager, and I get to do my own little
Damn.
thing.
Wait, how many members are on the team?
I don't know. I think like the working members, like NPOs,
Yeah.
like only a certain number of
Yeah.
people get salaries. I think project members and up do get money.
Uh,
I do it
okay,
for
okay, that
free
makes
because I'm a
sense.
student, but yeah, I think people who
Yeah.
get salaries are like I think around 6 people, and we probably have around like 40, 50 volunteers, and then
Mm-hmm.
plus like participants, of course, and other companies. I think we have like we're working with like
Mm-hmm.
20 corporations and a couple local, municipal governments, I think.
Damn, damn, damn. Okay, so you started off like when you found it on the internet, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. What kept you doing it since then? Like, was your was like the achievement that you got that wanted to make you like do
Uh,
it still?
I
Yeah.
mean, to be honest, for I think for the first 2 years, I was doing
Yeah.
it for, building my resume up for college
Yeah, I understand
applications.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
something like a lot of people, that's trying to go to universities overseas, like go through.
Yeah.
But then, like when I got to have my own project in I think 2023, I think it did give me
Mm-hmm.
like a sense like of responsibility that, I have to manage this and, grow
Mm-hmm.
this as an initiative. So I think, yeah,
Okay.
that was when it started.
Yeah, there's like a dilemma for me where like we if we want to apply for like colleges abroad, we have to like have something on our resume, right?
Right, right.
So even if you might not like actually doing that stuff, like those kind of opportunities don't come around that often. So you might like have to
Yeah, yeah,
force
yeah.
yourself to do it, even though you might not like it. So that was kind of a dilemma for me when I was like doing like chicken benkyo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about that? Like, how do you? Was there something like that for you?
Yeah, like definitely. I mean, I
Okay.
think, when university applying to universities overseas wasn't that popular, I don't think there was like a
Yeah.
template, that you have to do
Yeah. Exactly.
Olympiads,
Exactly.
volunteer, research. But I
Yeah.
think around our generation and probably
Uh
like,
huh.
younger than us as well, I think there's like a whole
Mm-hmm.
template that you have to win international awards, do research with a professor. And that was
Yeah. The
so
standards are getting higher. Yeah.
exactly. And sometimes
Yeah.
like for me, I didn't want to do research. Like that wasn't cut out for me.
Mm-hmm.
At least like not
Mm-hmm.
now. I want to do a university, of course. So I was like, why
Mm-hmm.
do I have to do something that I don't really want to do? I think,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Have you felt that way as well?
Yeah. Um. So for me,
Hmm.
my first problem was like I don't know what I want to become in the future because like
Yeah, yeah.
extracurricular builds on like what you want to become,
Hmm.
and so I was struggling with that.
Hmm.
And another thing I was struggling with is that a lot of the people around me were based on STEM, so there was like a bias inside of me that I had to like go to like ISEF.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Yeah, I had to go to like ISEF and like meet these Nobel Prize winners and
Uh-huh.
stuff like that.
Mm.
So yeah, there's like a struggle inside of me that of like a path that I didn't want to go to, but I had to go through in order to go to like colleges abroad. And there's a path where like of like something where I don't know what I wanted to do,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
it was better than like forcing myself to do something.
Hmm.
So that's a very hard dilemma for me. And like, what do you think people should do in these cases? Like, if there's a message you could teach, like after you went through all of that and
Mm.
like looking back, is there like a message you could tell them?
I think like what I would tell, like if I
Yeah.
could do this process all over again as well, I mean, I think I would like say follow your curiosity because like
Mm,
I mean, I also didn't know what I wanted to do, kind of like you till my senior year, and
mm-hmm.
I think going through the college application process, I felt like I was kind of a mess, but at the same time, like you can only spend your junior high school and high school years once, so you should do something that that you can have fun with and you can be
Mm-hmm.
genuinely motivated with. And I think like in the end, like that'll really like connect to what you want to do in the future. And I don't think there will be no regrets with that. So yeah.
Yeah, if I had a message, that would be mine as well. Like,
Mm.
I would tell students to listen to your heart.
Mm.
Like, is this actually what you want to do?
Yeah,
And if
yeah.
it's not, just quit. Because like in most cases, if it doesn't have to do with something you want to do,
Mm.
then it's more often than not that you're gonna like quit.
Yes,
in
yes,
the end.
yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So that's what I would tell you.
Mm.
And good luck to students that are
Yes,
listening.
good luck.
Yeah, wait. By the way, I think we should explain who Michael is. Do you want to explain it?
What Michael is?
I mean, who Michael is, who Michael is.
Who Michael is? Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, this is very complicated. So Michael,
yeah,
Michael is the guy that who set up the really big going overseas juku or cram school, Route H.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then he kind of, grew independent from that and built his own cram school, which is Alpha Frontiers. And that's where me and Akira and I think 7 other students were studying, and then we all
yeah,
met and became friends. Yeah. And you can get essay support, self analysis support, and also mental support as well from Michael.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good luck with that, guys.
Mhm,
Okay. So another thing I want to talk about
mhm,
is, oh yeah, we talked about that, and we talked about essays. We talked about you working in WISA,
mhm,
WISA, right?
mhm.
What does that stand for, by the way? WISA, is it just like a something random, or does it stand for something?
W stands for Wakamono, and then the ISA is just like random.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah. Hmm.
Okay, okay, yeah, I just curious. So yeah, we talked about that.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, and I wanted to talk about your like. I know you were like living in the U.S. and Japan, so I wanted to know like what kind of life you were walking along the way to come here.
So
Like yeah, where were you living and like what were you doing? Yeah.
I was born in Okayama Prefecture, and I
Oh,
grew up there until I
okay.
was 3, I think. And then I moved to
Mhm.
Niigata Prefecture, which is
Mhm.
like very far. And I lived there for another 3 years. And then I came back to
Mhm.
Okayama, I think, when I was 6. And then I
Mhm.
spent 9 months there in elementary school, so first grade. And
Mhm.
then I went to Houston, Texas, in the US for, I think,
Mhm.
5 years until I graduated elementary school over there. And then
Mhm.
I came back to Japan. And then I went to junior high
Yeah.
school in Hiroshima Prefecture for three
Wait,
years.
Hiroshima?
Yeah,
Hiroshima?
Hiroshima.
Oh, okay, okay,
And
okay.
then 3 years, graduated middle school, and then I went back to Houston, Texas for yeah,
Damn.
two, three
Yeah.
years, and then graduated high school, and then I came back to Okayama, which is where I am now. So it's been a
Okay,
lot of
okay,
going
okay,
back
okay,
and
okay.
forth.
But would you call your like base Okayama? Like, would you call your Jimoto Okayama?
Yeah, I think I would call my Jimoto
Mm,
Okayama. I mean, my whole family's here, and my grandparents are here
okay.
as well. So
Okay. Why did you guys go to Texas, if I can ask?
oh, of course, of course. It was because of my dad's job. So both time it
Okay.
wasn't like a study abroad or anything. I went with my family.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, that makes sense. Um, like I've always wanted to go to Texas
Really?
because yeah, yeah. Do you know the movie Young Sheldon?
Oh my
I mean,
God.
it's not a
Yeah, I love
movie.
it.
It's oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, yeah. I
And
watched the whole series.
yeah. Wait, did you watch until season 7? It's I think it was only on like what's it
It's
called? Unex.
you next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I did. I
Yeah, yeah,
did.
yeah. Oh
I actually
damn.
subscribed to you next just to watch
Yeah,
season
yeah, yeah,
7, which
yeah.
is
Same, 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 same. I used like the 1 month free
I know,
trial
I know. Oh, me
just
too.
to watch Young Sheldon. Oh my
So I
god.
like I timed it just in time for was it the
Yeah.
WBC? I don't know. I forgot. Oh no, no, no. Sekai Takyu, I think.
Was it like no, I wasn't like a core listener until like um last year or something. Yeah, that's when
Uh,
I started watching,
uh
and I was like, "Oh my god, I love Sheldon!"
no,
So I
it's
just
funny.
had to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But some people hate young Sheldon. They
Why?
hate. I don't know. Like
It's so
some,
funny.
some people call him like a smart ass, and I they don't like him for
Wait, he
some
is stuck
reason.
up, but so one of our,
Yeah,
one of our friends on Alpha, like, there's a guy
yeah,
named Shotaro.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I've heard, I've heard.
and one of our Alpha Frontier friends is like, Shotaro kind of
Yeah.
looks like young Sheldon and acts like young Sheldon. So I started watching, and then I was like, yeah, like, they do resemble each other. And Sheldon is really
Uh huh.
funny.
Yeah. And another reason I like the Young Sheldon is because like the accent is so like southern,
Uh,
and I don't know why, but I just have a thing for like southern accents.
Southern
And
accents.
plus the food seems amazing.
Wait, actually, like, brisket is really good
Yeah,
in Texas. Like,
yeah.
steak is really good in Texas.
Oh my god. Do you know like like a restaurant that I should go to, like a chain restaurant,
A chain
like a
restaurant.
what?
I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
like Texas Roadhouse. Um, yeah,
Roadhouse.
it's a
Wait, let me
good
memo that.
chain steak restaurant. And if you go to Houston, there's a restaurant
Yeah.
called The Taste of Texas, and they have
Taste of
really
Texas.
good pecan pie. And pecans are, the
What is
state
that?
tree of, like,
State treat?
yeah, of Texas. They're like these little
Oh,
nuts, and like, yeah, it
yeah.
tastes really good. Taste of Texas.
Damn, Taste of Texas.
Hmm.
Okay, okay, okay. Like there's a place in Tokyo called like Texas Barbecue
Really?
Tokyo or something like
Uh
that.
huh.
And like I went
Uh
there,
huh.
and like there's like this like small like slice
Uh huh.
of
Uh
brisket,
huh.
and you know how much that cost?
Probably like 20, $30, or like,
No, no, no. It costs like 4,500 yen, which is like
damn.
$38 or something. Yeah, that's so expensive, and it tasted just like a normal steak, like
Really?
a store made steak.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah,
to go
yeah,
to
yeah.
Texas. Oh, there's a gas
Yeah,
station called Bucky's. They sell really cheap brisket sandwiches, but they're really good. I bet it's
yeah.
better than the Yosengohekken steak. Uh-huh.
That's so sad. I got scammed. I got scammed.
Yeah,
Did you guys like make brisket on your own, or did you guys buy it?
I we bought it, or I asked my
Oh,
friends to make it, because like,
okay, okay,
they
okay,
usually
okay,
have
okay, okay.
barbecue, and then they would just bring it over to my house.
Yeah. Oh my
Uh-huh.
God, I want to go to Texas so much. Okay, 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 okay. Well, yeah, we went off the line
Hmm.
here, but yeah, guys, Texas is a fun place you guys should visit.
Mm.
Um, yeah, so you went back and um, in and out of Japan.
Mm.
Oh wait, in and out. Oh wait, okay, okay. We should start talking about food.
Food.
Okay, okay. Um, so do you think like there was a culture difference between Okayama and Texas? Like, did you struggle with something? Because for me,
Hmm.
when I didn't struggle going from Japan to the US because I went to an international school before that.
Ah, okay.
And yeah, the culture there was like kind of similar to the US culture. So I didn't struggle when going to Japan to the US.
Mm.
But when I came back, like the culture was a bit different. And in like Japanese elementary schools, when you're a bit different, they tend to like isolate you.
Mm, yeah,
And
definitely.
I wasn't like ijime, like I wasn't bullied,
Uh-huh.
but I was kind of isolated and then struggled with that a lot.
Uh-huh.
And I wanted to ask you if there was some kind of like a culture shock or something that you struggled with, like
Um,
coming back and forth. Yeah.
I think for US, I struggled with the school education system, especially in high school. Because
Okay.
in Japan, you take a set of classes with the same classmates every day, you don't have to really think about
Yeah,
anything.
yeah,
But in Texas, like, I had to figure out like if I wanted to go into humanities or STEM, and for that,
yeah.
like,
Mm-hmm.
which classes I should take, because I'm in humanities, but within humanities as
Yeah.
well, there's so many classes like psychology, macroeconomics,
Mm-hmm.
education. So that
Mm-hmm.
process was definitely difficult for me at first, because
Okay.
it was the first time thinking on my own.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I think friendships wise, I didn't really struggle that much in the US. But
Okay.
I think in Japan, I did struggle in middle school because, yeah, like you said, there's like a sort of isolation, especially
Mm-hmm.
in rural areas of Japan, because there's not that many kids doing extracurriculars or trying to go to universities
Oh.
overseas. So I
Okay.
mean, from my friend's point of view, they were like, "Why are you
Yeah.
trying so hard? You should just like
Mm-hmm.
relax and enjoy your school days because you're going to." I went to a Chuko Ikkanko,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
the joint junior high school system. So I had a lot of free time, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, from them they were like, "Why are you doing this?" So
Okay, yeah.
yeah, that part was hard, but I mean, of course, yeah, I didn't get bullied or anything either.
Okay, 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 okay. That's interesting. Um, why did you decide to apply for U.S. universities? Like, was it like something that was pretty obvious, or did you like think about going to Japanese university as well?
I did think about it until I think junior year.
Okay,
But in the end, I'm thinking of studying education and computer science. So
education and computer
yeah,
science.
I want to go into ed tech business, I think, in the future.
Oh,
So
interesting.
thinking
Okay,
about
okay,
that,
yeah,
I was like, the US is better. But how it started was, just pure admiration for US universities.
yeah. Same, same.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
In sixth
okay.
grade, I was watching TV, right? And Root
Yeah.
H was introduced. And there
Oh,
was this
okay.
guy who was opening up his decision letter for, I don't know, it was U Chicago or Northwestern or what, I don't know what it was, but he got
Okay.
accepted. And he was like, wow. And then there was like confetti flying. And
Uh-huh.
I was like, wow, that is so cool. And then within that TV, Michael was introduced.
Oh,
So it was
really?
actually like, yeah, I like manifested, you know, becoming Michael's student because at that time I was like, wow, like
Yeah.
what would I do to be, you know, in Route H and be Michael's, you know, top tier students, I
Whoa.
know.
Wait, that's pretty like
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, okay. So that was it was like an admiration for
Uh-huh.
it was an admiration for studying Root H, right? It was rather than actually going to these colleges, right?
I think yeah, both. I think Route H and then also
Okay.
being back in the US because I had a really good time during elementary school,
Uh,
so that was part of it, I think. How like for you?
yeah.
Like how did it start?
Okay. Well, for yeah, same as you.
Mm-hmm.
I had a really good time in the U.S. I only lived there for a year,
Mm-hmm.
but I would like I had like education in international schools, which was basically like U.S. culture. So when I came back from the U.S. and started going to public Japanese schools, um, there was like something that just didn't, you know, go along with. Like there's like something that was missing, and throughout Chukan courses like middle school and high school, there's something that I thought that was missing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like just something didn't feel right. Life felt a little bit monotonous
Mm-hmm.
because you know in middle school and high school in Japan they tend to like standardize like the good students who like get good grades, go to school every day, do like sports or something, and I couldn't just like fit into that kind of student.
Mm-hmm.
I was more like liberal. I wanted to question everything. I wanted to ask teachers questions, but that wasn't like something that high school or junior high school wanted out of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that kind of belonging or like liberation um, moved me towards like U.S. colleges.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, um, I found a very good school called ICU, and I think it really fits me well because ICU is like so liberal. It's a liberal arts school first of all,
Uh,
so I think I found a good place that I want to educate myself in, and that's yeah, it's a I think I was in good hands because my sister taught me that I should go to ICU, and thankfully I got a good choice. Yeah.
yes, I'm so happy for you.
Yeah. Thank you. I wasn't really prepared to talk about my life, so
Oh, really?
that's interesting. Yeah.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Yeah. So that's the reason why I went to apply to US colleges. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Is there something else you want to talk about?
Hmm. I mean, what have you not talked about on your podcast with like other past members?
Oh, if well, no, a lot of people talks about their extracurriculars, like what they want to accomplish in the future. Yeah, let's talk
Yeah.
about
Let's talk
that.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Tech ed, right? Tech ed.
Mm-hmm,
Ed
mm-hmm.
tech? Is it ed tech or tech
Ed
ed?
tech.
Okay, ed tech. Okay.
Mm.
What is that? Like, what kind of things are you thinking about?
Well, so I think like the most like obvious examples are like Duolingo or like Kahoot, you know, that a lot of people know.
Mm,
So that
yeah,
kind of field. But so within
yeah,
the nonprofit Lisa that we talked about a little bit, I do
yeah.
a career education initiative called Soul Spark. And there,
Mm,
like right now, we provide like online self-analysis workshops for self-discovery. And then from there,
mm-hmm,
participants can take courses in, for example, like research planning or IT
mm-hmm,
design, or like essay
mm-hmm,
writing, like whatever fits their interests, kind of. So, like in the
mm,
future, like in college, I want
yeah.
to learn about like education and then tech, and then I want to develop
Okay.
SoulSpark into kind of like a social business that
Mm,
provides those kind of services in one metaverse learning platform. Yeah, and
okay.
I think like for
Metaverse.
I think metaverse is really useful because you can use avatars and move around in one space, so it's
Mm-hmm,
less
mm-hmm.
confusing. And it's
Okay.
fun to build avatars because tomokore is very trending right now. So I think
Tomokore?
you don't know,
Wait, what is
it's like
that?
Tomodachi Collection. You can play on the Switch.
I don't have a
I don't have
Switch.
a Switch either. I mean, my sister does have a Switch, so she does play it. But you can
Okay,
like build
okay.
avatars and then like, you can grow them and they get married and they die, the whole life cycle.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
okay, okay,
yeah, I
okay.
think
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
fits the culture well.
Oh, interesting, interesting.
Yeah, and
Wait,
hmm?
wait, wait.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead.
You're going, 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 gone. No, no, no. I don't want to cut off.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What is talking?
And
Yeah.
then like when I do this, like what I want to accomplish is try to make it free or of like low cost for students because I mean me
Mm-hmm.
personally, like I struggled a lot with self-analysis, but most of these like
Mm-hmm.
self-analysis courses, they're very, very expensive. So I want to
Yeah, it's
collaborate
true.
with like high schools and universities on like a subscription-based system so that they can pay for it and then the
Oh,
students can, kind of like Google Classroom, use it for free. I think that'll be pretty nice.
interesting. Wait, what mode? What was like the initial like idea? Oh, no, not idea, but like, what was like the moment you came up with this? What led you to coming up with this?
Uh,
Yeah, I think there's like a specific time
mm,
where you just thought, "Damn, this is a good idea," that
mm.
you came up with. When was that, and how did it come to that point?
Yeah, so these self-analysis courses, I've been doing since I
Yeah.
think 2023.
Okay.
And then to build my academic credibility, I also participated in the International Psychology Olympiad, like things like that, as well as, and also like business
Mm-hmm.
contests. And then from there, I was
Mm-hmm.
slowly developing this idea. But
Okay.
I think like the
Okay.
time when I was like, this is the idea was when our nonprofit, like including our project, got a
Mm-hmm.
grant of 400만 from the Akai Hanebokin this
Damn.
year. And
Okay.
then I was like, wow, like, and
Yeah.
what I applied for is building a metaverse platform first, like within Visa to, kind of bring together all the different projects and then so that these like
Mm-hmm.
managers and participants can talk together and learn together. So then I was like,
Mm-hmm.
wow, like if this got 400만, if I can develop another metaverse platform for my own project just for SoulSpark, then like that could
Yeah.
be a really viable business. So
Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, what do you think differ? Oh my god, my
differentiates.
English. Yeah, differentiates you from like these existing platforms like Khan Academy or Duolingo.
I mean, I think like the purpose is different. So Khan Academy and like
Yeah.
Duolingo, they do SAT. Duolingo does language, and I think
Mm-hmm.
they do music
Mm-hmm.
and math now,
Yeah.
which is pretty
I'm
cool.
not sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think our platform would solely focus on career education, specifically not only like job finding and that kind of stuff, but self
Mm-hmm.
discovery, self change, and I
Mm-hmm.
think helping these kids grow and providing these support regardless of geographic location or economic situation. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
something that is like very different from the existing, I think, self analysis salons or courses.
True.
Yeah.
How do you plan on doing like self discovery? Because what I have an idea of self discovery is like it builds through talking with other people or like experiencing new stuff,
Mm.
and doing that like online might, it seems a little bit hard. So how do you like plan on doing that? Is there like an idea, or is it just like something vague and you don't
Mm, mm,
uh
mm.
yeah.
Yeah, like, upholding the quality of in person versus online is something that we are definitely working on.
Yeah.
But like as for right now, we do provide like online self-analysis courses, and how we do that to
Okay.
have good quality is that
Mm-hmm.
it's a 6-week course with 6 modules, and
Mm-hmm.
before each class, self-analysis class, students like work on a little bit of like homework. For example, like
Mm-hmm.
what's a social issue that you're interested about, or what's something that like you
Okay,
care
okay,
about but
okay.
you don't really know how to solve, or something like that. And then they bring it to the class, and then
Uh-huh.
me plus I'm working with a mentor at University of Kyoto. So either me or him, we kind of
Mm-hmm.
talk a little bit about how to think about these like questions on from a psychological perspective. And then from there, we go
Mm.
into a group discussion on Canva, and we try to
Mm-hmm.
comment on each other's like answers and thoughts. So yeah, and then after these
Yeah.
classes, we also like do a one-on-one follow-up where the student can either talk to me or the my mentor on a one-on-one
Mm-hmm.
basis for 30 minutes, and like we'll discuss, oh, what could be a step you could do like at your school or, outside of school, things like that.
Okay. Okay. Um, do you do this because you think that there's a issue in Japan where students aren't understanding themselves fully? I ask this question
Mm,
because um well, after I got to ICU
mm,
and like took a step back from all the academic work that I had to do,
mm,
like after reflection, I thought there was like a bias inside of me
mm,
that I didn't know well when I was just doing a lot of work,
mm,
that I had like a bias of that I had to be some kind of researcher or like a STEM based somebody, and in Japan, it's like in the Japanese education system, it's like hard for you to understand what you actually want to do because it's a lot of just like memorization and doing a lot of like homework and stuff like that. It's not based on like extracurriculars or subjects that you want to take. And do you think that's a problem? Is the reason why you build this platform because that there's a because you think there's a problem in the Japanese education, or is it something else?
yeah, that is one aspect. Like when I went to the US, I told you that I kind of struggled with picking my courses, but that was also like a
Oh,
moment for
okay.
me to really discover what I really liked. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
think Japanese schools they provide so much opportunities for that kind of thing. And there's also this like common notion that a career is equivalent to a job or a profession, when really like if you like research back to like the Latin root word of career, it actually means like all the choices that you've made in your life, including like your hobbies, personal relationship, what you like. So
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, like I want to kind of like spread that notion to students that, it's okay to not figure everything out, but to really know about your values and your passions, it can like lead to
Mm-hmm.
your job also like in the future. And I think that's very important.
So does that mean your like initial motivation goes back to when you struggled like finding out which subjects you wanted to take?
Yeah, that was around the time that, yeah, because I went
Okay.
to the US in 2023, May, I think. And then I set up Soul
Yeah.
Spark in August. So, yeah,
Oh, okay,
that
makes
was
sense.
like this chronological timeline. Mhm.
Right. Um, about like when you struggled, like what was the struggle like? Was it something like, oh, I don't know which subjects to take because I don't know what I want to become in the future, or was it like based on like, oh, I don't want to take this subject because I may not be able to take high grades, but it looks good on my um like GPA or something like that. Like, what was the struggle?
Mm,
Like, would it be able for you to explain that?
yeah, so my struggle was
Okay.
that since these options opened up all of a sudden, I had
Yeah.
so many classes that I wanted to take that I couldn't choose. So
Okay.
I actually took a really big variety of classes. Like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna major in education, but like
Yeah.
I took classes in agriculture and I raised rabbits.
Hmm.
Like,
Whoa. Okay.
yeah, and I also took, like economics class. What else? Like chemistry, biology.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, especially for the first year, it was like really hard to choose, in the future. Like
Yeah.
if reflected on my transcript, it really shows me as a student that was like kind of focused. So
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So you were doing a lot of like stuff that you were interested in, but what made you decide that you wanted to pursue an education?
So I think like this kind of goes back to pursuing your curiosity, but I realized
Yeah.
that all of my activities just end up in the education field. For example, like in agriculture,
Yeah.
so if you join the agriculture class, you're kind of automatically in this club called FFA, which is Future Farmers of America. And I was secretary
Mm-hmm.
there. And
Mm-hmm.
along with like raising rabbits, I was kind of, I don't know why I started, but I was like naturally like, oh, I want to do a class on food loss. to local
Hmm.
elementary school and high school students. And I was like doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was kind of reflecting at the end of my senior year what I wanted to do in the future, I was like, oh yeah, like even if I do agriculture, I'm kind of like ending up in education. So yeah, from there
Hmm.
I realized that like, wow, like I want to do education, and also that curiosity, even if you take, a longer route, I guess it never ends in vain, I think.
Wait, never ends in vain.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
I like there's no 無駄はない.
Huh,
Mm-hmm.
無駄はない.
Mm-hmm.
Huh, 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 huh. Interesting. That's interesting. Like how you end up in education,
Yeah.
like even if you take agriculture.
Uh-huh.
Huh. Okay. Okay. Well. Okay. 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 Well, like for me,
Uh-huh.
the reason why I was interested in education is because um like when my friends ask me about this equation, or like when friends like have like um life problems that they want to talk about, um I think I'm a good explainer for them. I'm a good listener, so that's what motivated to become for me to become interested in education. But it's interesting like how you ended up with education is because like you tend to um think of education even when you go to different fields. So that's what I thought was interesting.
Oh, wait. So are you
Yeah.
thinking about becoming a teacher, or what are you thinking about doing in the
Yeah,
education?
I'm thinking of becoming a teacher. Like,
Wow, okay.
I no after like I retire.
After you
So,
retire. Okay.
like no no I like 50 or something like that. I want to become an elementary school teacher after I do all my like works and stuff and become successful. I want to become an education yeah public teacher. Yeah.
Uh, so what are you gonna do until you're 50? Like,
Oh, that's a good question that I don't have an
okay.
answer to. Okay. Okay. So um, we ask this question to all our guests, and yeah. So, but from this podcast, from this episode, I'm adding one more question
Okay.
to this like general questions. The first question that we ask everyone is, if there's one thing you can change in this world, what would it be and why?
Oh, that's so difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult. So that's why I wanted to change it, but I haven't asked my sister for permission yet.
Uh-huh.
So sorry, but you're gonna have to answer this.
What I would change in the world, one thing.
Yeah,
Realistically speak, well, I mean, this is so unrelated to education, but I would
yeah.
end all animal abuse. I mean, I have a
What?
animal abuse.
You have an animal
No, I have a
abuse? No,
pet.
no, what do?
No, I would end
Okay.
animal abuse. I have a pet dog,
Oh, okay, 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 okay,
and
okay,
I've
okay.
also raised rabbits, fish, like, a variety
Mm-hmm.
of animals. And during my time in
Yeah,
FFA, I was to take care of my rabbits. I went to the barn, I think like twice a day or something. So I got to see like a lot of
yeah.
cows, goats, pigs, of
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, looking at them, I was like, I generally don't understand why a lot of some people, abuse them. So that's what I would end.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Animal abuse.
Can I ask this
You
question
know.
back to you?
Oh yeah, 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 sure, sure, sure. If
Okay.
there's one thing I could change in this world, I think I could end. Well, um, wow, never actually thought about it. I've asked this question so many times, but I've never realized that I've never thought about it. Hmm. Um, I think it will be people ignoring each other,
Mm.
because I think like ignorance is something that like is like super powerful. Like even if you're angry and you're fighting with each other, at least you have some kind of communication and figure out like what's the problem. But when you're ignoring each other, there's nothing that comes out of it. So it's like the end of end of the communication and relationship. And for me, I struggle with that a lot because I tend to ignore people that I don't like.
Really?
And
I'm actually
yeah,
surprised. Like you're a pretty friendly person, so.
no, I try to be, but when it becomes to like fighting or like something you disagree with,
Uh-huh.
I just don't like the violence that comes with it. So I just like leave that to the spot, like leave that to an end, and I
Mm.
don't want to think about it. So that's problem that I think I have, and I wish I could end that. So that's my answer.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's. I think it's a good
I feel like
answer, but
when you're
yeah,
in like elementary school and like junior high school, you're
yeah.
stuck in this like box with the same 40 people every day. So even if you fight, you have to, you know, get over it or like, make up. But like I
Mm.
feel like now that so I turned 19 in April, but now that
Mm-hmm.
I'm like 19 and like I mean you're probably 18, 19.
18, but turning 19. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think as we grow older, it's easier for us to distance ourselves from people that we don't like. Does
True.
that make
True.
sense? Because
True.
like
True. True.
we
True.
don't want to
True.
use
True.
the
True. True.
energy
True.
to get angry or to grow into hating them. So we're like, oh, then let me just take a step back.
Do you think that's a good solution or no?
Uh, yeah, I know it's not a good solution. I also have that problem as well because, I mean, a couple
Okay.
times I may try to work it out, but if I'm getting tired and if I kind of have this feeling that I'm not going to like this person in the future if I keep on interacting with them, then I'm like, let me just distance myself so that.
Yeah, exactly. And I do that with my parents a lot. When I fight with my parents,
Uh-huh,
I just like just don't like the fighting that comes with it. So
uh-huh,
I just like leave that on the spot and don't communicate.
uh-huh.
And well, when it's your parents, you will obviously have to like talk to them afterwards. So yeah, you just don't have a solution to the problem and just go continues forever.
Mhm.
So that's something that I yeah struggle with. But there I think we should communicate with each other if there's a problem. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. So wait.
okay, one question.
Yeah. One more question. One last question. Yeah. Um. So you've done a lot of things in your life, right? You've gone to like U.S. Okayama, Hiroshima. You were in the FFA. You do education at Laos. Wait, not it's not education, right? But it's like helping out students, right?
Yeah, yeah.
At Laos. Um, and I'm sure you've done a lot of other stuff. What is there? If there was a life lesson you could teach, what would it be
A life
in one
lesson.
word?
I've only lived so long.
No. I'm sure you have like something that you could, uh, something that we could all learn from you.
um, hmm. Can I talk about two, maybe?
Huh?
Can I,
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure. Sure.
yeah,
Sure. Sure.
okay, so
Sure.
I
Sure.
think my first one would be like, wait, this is like a Japanese phrase, but ichigo ichie. I think that's very important. Because, like,
Okay.
even in whatever field, like education, like biology, like whatever, I think we only have a set amount of like energy as well as our abilities to make a change in the world. So I think becoming a person that other people want to help is like really important. So I mean, not to
Mm,
get something back, but like I really try to be like genuine and like really connect with like the people that I meet, and also to help them out as well, to be a giver whenever they are in need of help. And I think that kind of creates a cycle of collaboration or like a pay it forward kind of spirit. And I think that really makes whatever you're doing like the impact bigger. I think that's one. And another one, this is something like that I struggled with. Like for the past 6 years I've been participating in a lot of like essay contests, but
mm-hmm.
since even if you go to these award ceremony, you can meet the judges, but you can't really meet the people who read them, like the readers and the public. So you don't really know if you've made an impact. So
Mm-hmm.
and I think a lot of people struggle with that kind of powerlessness in the world.
Mm,
But I think it's important to keep in mind, this is like something that I learned from a faculty member from JICA, that these kinds of like social issues, their solutions or this is in Japanese too, like it's like tsumugi tsunagareru. So I think that spirit is best, to keep in mind that, you can't really do a lot by yourself, but by having passion and doing what you
Mm-hmm.
can, that kind of spirit goes on to the next generation and they'll build on your foundation. Yeah, I think those two I do keep in mind.
Mm, yeah, like throughout the podcast, I really felt that you were like a people's person. If that makes
Well,
sense.
I thought you were a people's person. I mean,
I don't think like I'm good at communicating, but like I'm bad at compassionate listening. If that makes sense.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm trying to build up the skill of being able to resonate with what others are saying and trying to be compassionate with them. But some people are just gifted with that. And well, I don't know if you are, but it seems like you are. So that's what I thought throughout the podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah, is there one last thing you want to say, or do you want to say a goodbye to the audience?
Oh, well, so I'm gonna advertise Soul Spark if that's okay.
Go, 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 go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we offer self-analysis courses if anyone is interested. Please look up the NPO Hojin Wisa on the internet. It's a nonprofit based in Osaka. And if you can email us from there and say like I want to join Soulspark self-analysis course, we'll lead you there. And after participation, if you're interested in career education, you can also become a facilitator at our course and gain some volunteer hours. Also, we're kind of doing a collaboration with universities in Japan to deliver 90-minute workshops as a pipeline into the SoulSpark's full analysis course. So if you think any of your universities and high school faculty may be interested, please let me know. That would be very helpful. Also, thank you for listening, and thank you, Akia, for letting me be on here.
Yeah, of course, of course. Thank you for joining.
Uh-huh.
Okay, then adios,
Yes,
amigos.
adios.
Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Bye bye.